in the second part, I have to say, being beaten up by Ray Fiennes was pretty fun. It wasn't always comfortable, but it was fun. I did quite enjoy. I enjoy scenes like that where I get slapped around a bit. That's quite fun. So that was good. That was definitely a highlight. Being on the underground cart, which takes us inside Gringotts, being on that cart with Rupert, a guy called John, Warwick Davis, and Helena Bonham Carter, and then Emma, was great fun, because it was just, we were all soaking wet. It was we were just making jokes, and it was hilarious. It was really, really good. That was a fun day, definitely. Fun few days. Weirdly enough, the most emotional shot of the film was probably the last one, which was not an emotional scene, but it was a scene where I literally, it was a shot of me jumping into a fireplace at the end of the Ministry of Magic chase scene, and then after that, that was our last shot on the film, and so that was how we ended it. I think the other emotional scene in this film is the one that I've been most looking forward to as well, was the scene where I walk into the forest and suddenly I see my parents and Sirius and Lupin standing in front of me, and that was an emotional scene, also because Gary came back for it, and also because Adrian and Geraldine, who play my parents, are wonderful, and I'm in a way why I'm so sad they died is that I would have loved to act more with them, and also the character of Lupin dying for me is one of the most upsetting in all the books, because I love that character, and so yeah, that scene was pretty emotional, I think. It should be, anyway. Fight for your life, I suppose, would be one of the main themes. It's a battle to save Hogwarts. It's a battle to survive. It's a battle to see the next morning. That's kind of the thrust of most of the film, and also it has all the Harry Potter themes of friendship and all those things, and how tested that can be, and in this even more extreme situation, how much these 3, 4, 5, the whole school relies on each other, and that's what I love about it. It's about communal spirit. It's and surviving. I like to think it has in some ways. Certainly for fantasy films, I think we've us and Lord of the Rings. I think we obviously came out around the same time, and they were at that stage sort of designed for a much older audience, you might say. But yeah, I mean, I certainly think we've set a very high standard, because we've had fantastic directors, and we've also shown that we're not afraid of taking it in a direction that wouldn't necessarily be expected. I don't think many people expected either Alfonso Cuarón or David Yates to be names in the hat for any Harry Potter films. But thanks to our producers, who have had the courage to say, this guy could make an amazing Harry Potter movie, it's set us apart slightly from other fantasy films. I think we're really, really interesting. We have fantastic actors, and also, what sets Harry Potter apart from other entertainment is just the fan base. Ultimately, is so vast and so supportive that it's hard for other things to compare for it. But obviously now there's films like Twilight and the Narnia films that all came out, and they're doing well as well, and brilliantly in Twilight's case. But I think Harry Potter manages to combine an innocence and an Englishness with an edge you rarely see in sort of supposedly children's films. It was no, it was quite sad, but it was, I think, more than letting ourselves be soppy and nostalgic about it. I think we just used the pressure we felt, because we knew it was the last one, to spur us on to try and make it the best one we could. I think we channeled that energy into a more positive, sort of constructive frame of mind.